Good morning. How is everybody doing? In America today is Labor Day. It's a holiday, so I'm at the park. Not even the park, I'm at the garden. So if you're finding me for the first time, my name is Sven. Here once a week to encourage one person. Not once a week, once a day, 4 days a week, if not 5 days. And my goal is to inspire one person, encourage one person, you know, and be able to change one person's life if I can. Okay. So this is the concealer. Every time I start a video, I put on the concealer. The concealer is what we use to cover our problems. Okay. We cover our problems every day and we pretend that everything is okay. We put on our makeup every day to show everyone. We put up a face that we are doing good. If it's a married couple that they're not talking, they still uh, find pictures, take pictures, and post on social media. Now that social media is here, when you go to a couple's house who are not talking to one another, they can even touch. Some people wait for people to come so they're able to even show affection because when there's nobody in the house, their partner doesn't want to be touched. Their partner doesn't want to be called honey. So some men and women wait when they are visitors. That's when they get a chance to express their love to their spouse because when nobody's looking, they don't want, um, no, when nobody's looking, there is one partner who doesn't want to be in the marriage or in the relationship because people do this because we crave human validation. We might not come into terms to that, but once we come into terms that we all crave other people's validation. And the validation starts with our parents, where when you do something, your mom praises you, your dad praises you, you go to school, the teacher is praising you. Okay. We grow up getting validated by our parents. Those are the first people that start saying you're doing a good job. When you walk, they praise you. When you pass, they praise you. And then now, when you get into a relationship, some of us are looking for validation from our spouses. And if you get a spouse that is not validating you, came to good morning, you are going to perish because you know what? This is part of the training we got when we were children. We were being validated by our parents. Okay? Now you have a job where you get your review, or the birds are making noise, where you get your review, or where your supervisor comes and tells you, Kimto, you're doing an amazing job. Validation again. Kimto, I like that project. It came out good. Some of our jobs give us vouchers. Some of our jobs give us days off. We are just craving this validation. So you will be in denial to think that you don't need validation from people. It's in human nature. And even animals, I see them cuddling. When you come to your house, if you have dogs, they'll come and try to say hello to you. We all need this validation. And this validation is not going to happen if we do not build good relationships, if we do not work on ourselves, if we do not do the self care. We have to be lovable people that people look forward to be with. We have to be people of value that add value into our life. So when people come to us, I know when I go to Kemito, she's going to add value because I have value. You have to add value to your life. And that's why we have this Monday. Monday is the beginning of the week. In America, today is a holiday, so most of us, are home or some are at work. You just need to set those goals. If you are that person who is somewhere depressed, if you are that person somewhere who's drinking constantly, or you're smoking, or you're getting high, because the world is looking like it's not a good place for you. You need to work on yourself. If you work on yourself, you set those goals, people will look for you. People will crave for your company. People will call you and tell you, Kimto, do you have a minute? I need to talk to you. So today is that day that we set those goals. Write those goals. If it's your attitude that you need to change, change it. If it's the way you talk to people, you need to change, change that. If it's business that you need to start, write it down. Write those goals that you want to achieve on a Monday. Take a piece of paper and a pen or a exercise book and write those goals. And then ask yourself, where do I want to go with this for the rest of the week? A new day has started. And by the way, you have one life to live. A day gone yesterday is gone. If you're in a bad relationship, if you missed yesterday, tomorrow is not going to be a day that you're going to use for what you should have done yesterday. When yesterday is gone, it is gone. Kimto, you're asking how Dylan is doing. Dylan is doing fine. He misses home. He didn't know he was going to miss home. He misses home a lot, just like all of us when we left our parents in Kenya and we came to America. I told him that's a normal feeling. The other kids who live close by the school go home, but he's 6 hours away, so he can't come home. I encouraged him. I told him I was probably 9,000 miles away. I don't know how far Kenya is. And I did it. So he's coming home for Thanksgiving. But otherwise, the adjustment in the past 2 weeks, it has not been easy. Okay. So do an analysis, going back to what we're supposed to talk about, do an analysis where the area that you need to improve on a Monday and write it down. If you have a friend that tells you the truth, be grateful for that friend. If you have children, if you have a spouse who's telling you the things you need to work on, be accepting. Even me, that's where I am. I'm in a place where I'm willing to listen to other people and understand where other people are coming from. It can't always be my way. Once you've done an analysis and you've decided where you're going to go with this, focus on that, whatever goal that you have decided that you're going to work on, focus on it and try to see how many days. Today is Monday, so you have another 6 days. Okay, so you have another 6 days to focus on that one thing. Right now, I'm at the park and I'm going to go to the garden. I'm going to put Saga down. My focus right now is to do the end of season gardening. That's my focus. So I woke up quickly, I took a shower, I had breakfast, I'm here. My focus is my garden. Okay? Set deadlines, the things you want to achieve by a certain time. Don't just leave. Set those deadlines and follow them. You need a time log. Account for your time, how you spent your time. And if you don't have something that shows what you've been doing, if you don't have your progress report, you're likely not to succeed in anything that you're starting or you've set as a goal. You have to take a piece of paper and pen, account for your time, even account for your day, how you spent your day. Work on procrastination. Procrastination is like the disease for all of us. My God, I can't begin to tell you how many things I've been putting on hold as I speak. And if you're somewhere watching me thinking that I have it together, I do not. I don't have it together. I'm working so hard to try and put it together. I'm working so hard to achieve those goals. I have 4 children that are looking up to me. I have a mother that believes that I am the one who's going to take care of her. I have people like children that I'm supporting in different schools that are waiting for school fees that I've never met, the children we support. So I keep saying I'm going to do this, and sometimes I don't do it. So I'm struggling. I come here to share my journey because I'm just struggling like you. And if I'm struggling like you, communicate. Create those meetings with yourself where you're reminding yourself that, you know what, I need to do this, I need to do that. Remove all the side distractions around you. Create a boundary so you can succeed. Remove the distractions. The distractions are so many. Sometimes the distractions come from the people you love. It could be your children, it could be your spouse. Work on your self-growth. Work on self-development. Put a fence. Once you cultivate, you put a fence so the animals don't come and eat the food. They say the ecosystem, the way the ecosystem works, you guys understand that. If you don't protect your crop, if you don't fence, somebody is going to interrupt. Protect your goals, write them and put them somewhere. Be mindful of the interruption. Once when you're alert, when you see the interruption coming, surround yourself and make a conscious decision to remove yourself. Stop wasting time talking about other people. Stop wasting time minding other people's business. Stop wasting time doing things that don't add value to your life. Stop wasting time looking and looking and looking at other people who are minding their business while your business is collapsing. We spend so much time giving our time to people we call high achievers. High achievers are people who wake up and they're self-driven. They are movie stars. They are the politicians. They are the celebrities. They are the owners of Walmart. They are the owners of Amazon. Very well-achieved people. We spend so much time following high achievers, making them richer and richer. Ask yourself, what would it take for you to be an high achiever? For you to be a high achiever, you really have to focus on your goals. For you to be that politician, now in Kenya, we just picked our president. The guy is rich and rich. He would never, his great grandchildren will never taste the bread of poverty. He is well invested. And I saw people on the street celebrating him. While it is good to celebrate people, but do a self-check and ask yourself, what do you have for you? While somebody is a president, while somebody is a movie star, while somebody owns a clothing shop that you really like, a shoe shop that you really like. When you look at all these people who are doing things they've achieved, that's why they're called celebrities, because we celebrate them. Ask yourself, what are you going to do so we can celebrate you? Challenge us. We want to celebrate you in one of your achievements, the little ones, the big ones. What are your achievements? If we spend so much celebrating other people, the high achievers, when are we going to ever get a chance to celebrate you? What are those little steps or what are those little things you're doing that we can celebrate you? We can look back and say, you know what, Kemto had a big garden there and we could go there and harvest from that garden. Become the high achiever that you admire. Become the successful entrepreneur that you admire. Become the woman that has kept her home together that you admire. Become the man that has put his family together that you admire. Yesterday, we talked about conflict resolution, and I've never deeply been so passionate about conflict resolution because I've come to really find out. I knew that, but I look around and I see how many broken relationships are around me, or even I see at work, because people could not solve conflict. And conflict is part of life. Find a way to resolve your conflicts. You don't have to abuse people. You don't have to use bad words. If you have a conflict with someone, go straight up and fix this problem. Find solutions. Find solutions to your problem. Find a way to solve your conflict. Yes, Nyareso, I know I have a conflict with you. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. It is not easy to take my son to school. In fact, Nyareso, you should have sent me avocado to calm my nerves down, because I took my son to school and I left him there. And then I paid the tuition. I have 3 children in college, so I need somebody to give me some love. In fact, it is not easy. Right now, financially, the bank account, nothing is balancing completely. But I believe it's going to balance because I'm really working hard. I'm waking up every day looking for ways to make more money so I can be able to educate my children. Dylan is doing fine. He just didn't know he was going to miss home. He really wanted to go away from home the way we did. And then even in my case, when I came to America, I wanted the freedom so bad. When I came to America at 19 years old, I wanted to be here. Only that was short-lived, only for me to start crying when school started. It was cold, only for me to just start shedding tears and writing letters. I have letters I wrote to my father. I didn't know there were bills. I didn't even know I was eating for free. I started getting charged for my place I was staying. I was buying my own food. I was working. I was going to school, you know. I was doing all these things by myself at 19. I started crying, real tears. So we want to grow, but then when we grow, life starts becoming challenging. But what I want to encourage people, my pride, I took pride last 2 weeks. 14 of us dropped my son to college. I felt extremely achieved. My bank account doesn't look good, but at least I created memories where we dropped our son to school. And as a mother, I'm feeling accomplished that my son is in school getting an education. Once you have children, you have to set the pace for those children. It's going to take you to set a pace for those children and start something for them. So when they wake up, they have something to look forward to. It is not their uncle, it is not their auntie, it is not the neighbors. You set the pace for your children. You change your children's life by the choices you make. And you can only do that if you set goals. I will say goodbye to you guys. I'm going to go to the garden. And today is a day that I remind you to set goals. I want you guys to see how my garden looks like. It's the end of season, and the season for gardening is over. The season for your bad manners is over. The season for you to drink alcohol is over. The season for you to beat your wife is over. The season for you to disrespect your husband is over. The season for you to be broke is over. The season for you not to have goals is over. The season for you to start grooming yourself, is starting now. This is a new season. We are about to start a new season in America. Everything has a time and season. Let's put the end to some of the bad behaviors we have and embrace the new season that's coming up. Cheers and God bless you. And thanks for watching. Please share this video.